what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
I can hear you. The rest of the world hears you. And the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
And they did.
They did?
They did hear it. At least some of them did. For a while until they were droned. Don't drone me, man.
Well, yeah, that's all right.
Hey, we've got a good show, I think. We got a lot of new stuff going on tonight.
Yeah, we do.
New
Lots
advertisers,
of big changes.
New announcements. Nate's coming out with a new business.
Coming out for a longer show. We're going.
Really?
We're going for 90 minutes today.
You didn't tell me that.
We're going for 90 minutes.
What? I'm not prepared.
I didn't need to tell you that
I
because
don't
you
have
do
an extra
nothing
half an
to
hour.
prepare for this show.
I prepare all week long.
Well, no,
I do research. I have my staff out there. I do. You didn't tell me.
You try to prepare.
You didn't tell me we were doing
You
an
do
extra half an
things,
hour.
but then we get here and we end up scrapping it all.
Oh,
Brian,
am
we're not talking about Canadian geese for the entire hour. this
Canadian
week.
geese. It's Canada geese.
Every
for goodness sakes.
week. I have to say, no, Brian. The listeners already know all they need to know about limestone. They don't need to know anything else about limestone.
I go door to door and I knock. Hey, have you heard the word of limestone? And I try to preach the limestone. And dolomite. That's limestone's tricky cousin.
Do you know what the limestone...
It's a magnesium for the calcium.
Said to the...
This is a slight changer.
What the limestone said to the other stone behind the shed.
No, I know what the what did one boulder say to the other boulder? Meet me behind the outcrop, baby. Oh, no, damn it. I screwed it up. What did the one rock say to the other rock? Meet me behind the outcrop, baby. I'm a little boulder there.
Yeah, just don't take me for granted.
Orogeny.
That's all. All right, let's move on to something more interesting than geology. It'll be hard to find something.
What can be more interesting than our Earth? It's all we are.
Other planets, every planet we haven't been to.
This is all. Yeah, but we're
the
not.
The moon,
we're not
possibly.
There yet. Can you live on the moon?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So this is it. This
but
is
there
all we
is
know.
a man that can, and he loves cheese, or it's made out of cheese.
And there's a song, "Man in the Moon." Who sings that?
Who?
Man in the Moon. There's a song.
Yeah. Who?
There's a song.
Who sings it?
Who? Would you tell me who it is? The Man in the Moon. So it's about a man in the moon, and there's a group saying it. Who was it?
Who?
That's what I'm asking. Who?
I miss Abbott.
I do too. Not so much the other
guy.
No,
Costello? No, not at all.
Not at all. He was a dink.
All right.
Hey, today's
Moving
Thursday,
forward.
March 13th, 2014, and we are in the back room of the Ukraine Your Neck. Ukraine Your Neck. We're not even going to talk about the Ukraine tonight, but Ukraine Your Neck bar and studio. In what country, Nate?
Russia. And we're not even going to talk about Ukraine tonight.
We're not in Russia.
No, we're not. We're actually back in Michigan, in Lansing, in the United States.
Really?
Yep. That's where we are today.
I'm in Russia. I don't know. You gave me the tickets and you send me on my way. And
I know. And
I'm all alone. I wonder.
You didn't notice that it said one way only.
You didn't.
No readmittance. I said right on
you get off the plane. I know that. And anyways, we're a live call-in talk show. You can call us at 248-455-ODDS. 248-45. What? 248-455-6337. So we're going to be an hour and a half. I think it was Red State Talk Radio asked us to do a longer show. And one of the reasons is they needed to fill in a spot because it looks like one of the affiliates that they contracted with is KTFL AM Talk in Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert's a suburb of Phoenix. It's in the southeast of Phoenix. It's a small AM station, and we should get a nice conservative audience in that area, I would think.
Yeah. I
bet it's not minus 4 degrees there.
No, it's close. It's close. It's probably 75.
75 and they're freezing.
They're
turning their furnace on.
Yeah, I have some friends that went to California. Wait a minute.
Stop right there.
Last week.
Stop right there.
No, look.
You don't have any friends.
Just let me tell the story,
You have acquaintances.
I read it on the internet, but
okay.
they went to California. They went to California. They went into the hotel, and it was like overcast and 67, Southern California.
And the people there were freezing.
The hotel, they're like, well, since it's such a bad day out, we're having chili for dinner tonight since it's so nasty outside. And they're like, it was negative 6 degrees when we left Michigan, but okay, we'll take chili.
I'm not wearing
it's fine,
clothes
out
here.
I'm
like, swimming naked in your
tank
pool.
top and shorts, and everyone's bundled up in California because it's 67 degrees.
You know what I miss? I miss grass, and not the kind of grass you're thinking of.
No, because you have that anytime you need it.
Yeah, but the green grass of home, I just miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, don't blame you.
God, it's
I don't
nasty.
blame you.
Anyways, what are we going to do here? Let's see. Obama executive order to expand overtime pay. I heard that. I think that'd be great for me. I don't get paid overtime.
You don't, and that's okay.
You don't either, do you?
I don't talk about it, but no.
Well, you have your heroin business on the side.
The point is, I'm going to keep doing this every chance I get, because I remember back when you said the president cannot and does not sign executive orders
that are real laws
that affect people, that affect individuals. He can only affect his staff in that.
And
what he does is it directs his staff and things to do things that really affect real people. And in this case, it's affecting business owners that have an understanding with their current employees that they work for the pay they get, whether they get overtime or not. They work it out amongst themselves. And then Obama's saying, well, that's not really fair that there are people, professionals.
If you work 60 hours a week, you get paid for 60
You get paid for 60. Well, that's fine. And then the
law was created for those executives that were making $1 zillion a year.
Those people like you and I will either not work 60 hours and get paid less because we'll be paid hourly. Or fired or laid off, or we'll work 60 and get paid for 60, but we'll make less per hour. Because business owners, first of all, can't afford the cuts in a lot of cases, because you're talking about small businesses, things like that, medium-sized businesses. You're not talking about Walmart in every case.
Well,
I
disagree with that.
Well, he's interesting. With what?
Well, I think the salaried employees are more typical of larger companies, not so much the mom-and-pop companies.
Sure. Small. I mean, look at the.
What's your definition of small? I mean, that's what it comes down to.
Look at tech startups and things like that.
Yeah.
They have a lot of salaried employees. They don't pay a lot of people by the hour because they're working a ton of hours.
Yeah, and they get other incentives as well. I think.
But that doesn't matter, does it?
Get a piece of the action and all that, so they're willing to put in a lot of hours.
Exactly, and they should be able to make that agreement if that's the agreement they want to make.
But it's the well-established big businesses that are.
Well, I think the real target here is the federal government.
What?
Federal government has a lot of people that fall into this category.
They do.
That will apparently be getting overtime when Obama decides that he wants them to get overtime. And the federal government isn't going to cut hours, isn't going to cut employees, isn't going to reduce the pay, their hourly pay. They're going to get the same pay. They're going to work extra. It's just going to cost more tax money. And you know what? It's free money, so it really doesn't make a difference.
It's not free.
I think it is. It's just printed, and
somebody paid.
You and I just work for it. I just work for it, and then I give it to them. It's not a big deal.
Is it wrong if I request to be paid in Bitcoins? Is that wrong?
Is it a bad idea? Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, it's a bad idea.
Since the federal government wants to squash that.
Well, it's competition. And you can't have that.
Yeah, apparently not. Speaking of competition, what was this? Somebody threw in some notes in here about Obama wants to get rid of your phone and cable and pay for Obamacare. What?
Are you reading again? You didn't hear this one, apparently.
I don't. This is new to me.
I had the clip, but I don't have it now.
I have the clip, but I don't have it.
Yep. Had it, don't have it. Yeah, so Obama was doing an interview or whatever, talking about Obamacare and how it's an extra $300 a month. That's not very much money, an extra $300 a month. And I'll tell you, those people that can't afford it, if you go ahead, if you look at their phone bill, if you look at their cable bill, maybe they're just not prioritizing. And it's because they don't need health care right now because they're healthy. But I tell you, if something happens, and they wish they'd been paying those $300 a month. So, just get rid of your cable bill. Get rid of your phone bill. Let the federal government tell you what's the most important. Because that's what we're here to help you.
Because we know that you can't make those decisions on your own.
That's right. Obviously you can't because you were previously uninsured. Or more likely, you were previously insured. Your insurance got canceled because of the Affordable Care Act. And now we're making you pay more. Although you don't have to pay more because maybe there's an extension. Maybe we're pushing that back until after the election and you don't have to buy insurance. The individual mandate doesn't apply to you.
I guess I could kind of see the cable bill, that is kind of a luxury. But a cell phone, these lower income people are going to work in bad areas and they're being raped and molested and daddy stabbed and mother stabbed and everything else, and they don't have a phone to call for 911. They just have to rely on a landline or a pay phone. When was the last time you saw a pay phone?
All the time.
I haven't seen one in decades.
Well, you don't go anywhere.
I never leave my
Ever
house.
Since I took the one off the end of your driveway, you haven't seen one, have you?
Not only that, but I've got the ankle thing.
Right.
I can't.
That's why we had to move the studio to your house.
I can't leave the yard. But no, the phone I think is an essential.
It doesn't matter. Look.
As well as
what does it matter? There's no reason to make a distinction there because whether he's talking about snow cones or he's talking about
flipper floppers,
your rent. It doesn't. It's none of his business.
I guess I'm looking
which
at
one you pay first.
If I were to prioritize, it would be I'd get rid of cable.
You need to prioritize for yourself. The federal government doesn't need to help you prioritize what is best for your family.
Right. Well, yeah, and we can talk about that. And some of the things we want to talk about tonight, I think, is the fact that the government wants to get into every aspect of your life and tell you what you should and shouldn't do. And the thing is, people are going along with that. And that's what I don't understand is, the government's here to help me, and I really believe that. And they wouldn't hurt me, and I just want to be told what to do, Daddy, please.
Well, along those lines, real quick, before we go to our first break.
Chris Rock said that. Obama's like
he
your
said
daddy.
It's like your dad. You have to do what he says.
Yeah.
Along those lines, you remember last week we talked about that woman that didn't want to hook up to the city water, city utilities.
Yeah, we had
things
an update
like that.
on that. There was actually a judge that said, it's illegal for her not to hook up.
Yeah.
She can't live off the grid.
Government knows what's best for you.
And, I wish you wouldn't have brought it now because I really wanted to talk about that. It used to be a time, Nate.
I was just reading the notes
a long time ago. No, it's
word
way down
word.
on the notes. Yeah. Is the government used to tell you to be self-reliant, to be independent, plant that victory garden during World War II, grow your own tomatoes, collect rainwater, recycle steel and rubber for the war effort, be independent. And now it's flip-flopped, and that's what socialism does, and that's what control does for the government. Now you must hook up to our electric. This woman has... doesn't matter what she has. If she wants to live in her home and not use electricity, that's her right as a living human being. If she doesn't want to use the city water, that's her right. If she wants to cook with propane, and that's what she does, she doesn't use gas, she uses propane tanks, and she cooks, and she's self-sufficient. She's just a woman that lives on her own. She's got solar panels. She gets all her electrical. She collects rainwater, and they're saying you can't collect rainwater because rainwater doesn't belong to you. Well, rainwater is a collective, and it belongs to everybody. And who are you to use rainwater? And that's not just in Florida, where this is in Cape Coral. This has happened and popped up, especially on the East Coast, where they're fining people that are collecting rainwater because it's not going into the aquifer and stuff. But it doesn't matter because if you're using it, it still goes back. You're using it, and it still gets recycled. I mean, that's a wonderful thing about water. It's going to get recycled. The only thing she uses is the sewer. You know, she uses the bathroom and stuff, and that's what she uses. But all of her water, she collects with the rain. She doesn't use electric. She doesn't use the gas. She has met the standard for the local ordinance, which is to be hooked up. They can't make her use it, but now they're telling her she has to use it. You know, the idea with the water was wells, private wells. Well, you know, you can't put in a private well because then you're self-reliant and you're using water that's in the aquifer and it's precious to everybody.
Yeah.
And the government wants to allocate that out to the people. And if they want to screw you or control you at some point, they can cut your water off. They can cut your power off. They can cut your gas off, and they have control of you. And that's what this is about. Oh, and follow the dollar because it's about dollars. But by God, if I want to live off the grid and be independent from the government, they are starting to crack down and punishing people for that. And that's just wrong, and that's scary.
Yeah.
I'm done ranting.
It's a good rant. It's happening slowly, and it's getting worse and worse. And if people don't pay attention, it's...
Bam, it's on you.
You're next. We'll be right back.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-1892 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-1892 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-1892. That's 1-800-516-1892. Again, 1-800-516-1892.
Are you frustrated with your current job? Not making the type of money that you know you are worth? Is it time for a change? Start earning money working from home with Autopilot Marketing. Go to income28.com now. That's income, the number 28.com. Take our free video tour today and start earning money as early as next week. Go to income28.com. That's income, the number 28.com.
Honestly, I don't feel great about my mom living alone. She's growing older and weaker every day. That's reality when you're in your 70s, but remaining independent is important to her, and I get that. That's why I chose Medical Guardian to ensure her safety. If she falls and can't reach the phone, if there's a fire, or if someone breaks in, she presses one button, help comes rushing, and I am contacted. Accidents and emergencies really do happen. I refuse to risk her safety, and I feel good about choosing Medical Guardian. After all, she's my mom.
Protect your parent and give yourself peace of mind. Call 800-325-1089 for a free brochure. Medical Guardian has no activation fees, equipment costs, or long-term contracts. Be one of the first 50 callers to find out how you can get a free month of service. That's Medical Guardian at 800-325-1089. Ask how you can get a free month of service. 800-325-1089. That's 800-325-1089.
From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys.
Back, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
You know, one of the things that we have to talk about is the CIA and NSA spying on the civilian population. That's wrong. You and I agree with that, right? We shouldn't be spying on everybody just as a matter of fact.
The CIA, the NSA, any of them, none of them should. Right. Absolutely.
And more importantly, they should never, ever spy on our own government. That would be wrong.
Well, no, I don't know if I agree with that.
Why is that?
Well, I don't think people in government have any rights at all.
Oh, I think they're special.
Yeah, I disagree.
No. They're like
No, I don't think so.
They're like minor gods.
No, I think I don't think
they're
so.
godlike. They're not the god.
Well, right.
So what happens when the CIA spies on Congress?
Or doesn't. But according to
I thought they did.
According to some senators.
Yeah.
Did they?
I don't know.
They said they didn't.
Who knows? It's the CIA.
I know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. But the point. Okay, so
I'm not even sure the CIA knows who they're spying on.
Apparently, months or a year ago or whatever, Dianne Feinstein, specifically Feinstein, that's what I'm going. Frankenstein. She found out somehow that the CIA had been spying on their computer. Maybe it wasn't malicious. Maybe they were removing something that shouldn't be there. Who knows what they were doing? But
they were looking for some leaks.
She wasn't happy about it, so she asked some questions and said, "Hey, why are you spying on us? Because we're special."
And they said, "You will not question the filler."
I don't think they did.
Oh.
I think they said. And so then she asked again, and then they said.
So they said nothing.
Yep. And then now she's like, I asked the questions and I didn't get the answers.
Oh, how dare they!
And I have this sliding stock that makes it full auto, and the CIA won't listen to me.
And I'll shoot them in the
kidney. They won't answer me. So she's complaining, like, we can't have the CIA spying on us.
How dare they?
What is this? They're violating our freedoms.
We are minor gods.
A couple months ago, she was saying, well, the people at the NSA, they're thoroughly vetted and they're very well-trained professionals that are looking at your data. So there is no way that it'll be misused. So we know that you should allow the NSA to spy on you.
No.
But now she thinks, whether it's true or not, the CIA spying on her, and she's having none of it.
Well, I don't know if they're spying, but they went through some people's
whatever.
stuff.
Now, she's bad enough, but she's a Democrat.
Yeah.
We know she's a big old anti-gun liberal.
Yeah.
The other liberal that is not a Democrat that I heard a clip from, Lindsey Graham, who might as well be a Democrat.
What'd she say?
He's as liberal as any Democrat. She said pretty much the same thing. Well, we can't have these people spying on us.
How dare they? We're minor guys.
After saying, well, the NSA isn't spying on everybody, and they're really trained, vetted professionals, and it's for your own good, and they're just doing it safety first.
It's okay for the little people.
Because
the
terrorism.
Little people, we have to protect you from the little people. But
it's crap.
My God,
this
they're doing
is
it to us.
Crap. Okay. The NSA needs to be abolished, first of all, with things like DHS and the IRS and all of these other departments that don't belong.
With prejudice.
But now, all of a sudden, they're talking about the separation of powers between Congress and the executive branch, legislative branch and executive branch. Obama's been doing all the garbage that he's been doing for years now, writing laws with executive orders like the one we talked about earlier with the overtime pay. They didn't say anything about that. Now all of a sudden, when it affects them, I don't know.
It's a different tune.
We need to look at the Constitution. The Constitution says that the CIA shouldn't spy on Congress.
Because we're minor gods.
I didn't hear them say that.
They think that.
Definitely, Dianne Frankenstein did not say that.
Yeah, but she thinks that.
She does think that. Along with that, with the highly trained, vetted professionals that will not abuse their power, the TSA.
The $8 an hour TSA.
The $8, but luckily they'll be getting overtime pay, so that should make them a little less grumpy.
They already get overtime.
So
pay,
if you want to opt out
of
things based on any reason, they'll let you. And when you say you shouldn't violate my rights, they won't violate your rights because they'll be getting overtime pay. Everybody will be happy. They're going to buy a new car with that overtime pay, by the way.
I hate the TSA. That's the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous groups by the the federal government I've ever seen.
The most
They're
dangerous
talking
group
about-
in the federal government, Department of Education.
or
Department of Education.
or the federal government.
Department of Education.
The most dangerous group in the federal government is the federal government.
The federal government needs to exist, and it should exist.
Okay.
Department of Education, I think, the worst, or at least the highest potential for danger. But anyway, go ahead.
Just because they hold the youth
Yeah.
and in their hands.
Yeah.
These children don't belong to you.
And by hold them in their hands, you mean hold their hands on top of them so they can't get any higher than they want them to
I
be.
think we have some
and
stories
hold
about
them down.
the Department of Education and how they're criminalizing children for playing games. Anyways, yeah, TSA, I hate it. Read a story about a guy who had he's a gun guy, shooter and stuff. He's recovering from cancer. He had to fly somewhere across the country. He didn't have much of a choice. He had to be there in a hurry. So he opts out of the X-ray scan. I don't want that. And they said, okay, no problem. You'll go through the extended thing. And they did the wipe and everything on his hands. And guess what? He had trace of explosive. So now please step over here into cubicle B where we're going to drop your pants down and we're going to do a groin sweep. He's like, groin sweep? Really? I'm a shooter. Yeah, we've heard it all before. Groin sweep. And this is what I'm going to do. And he's talking to the guy and he's like, this would be a crime and almost anywhere else but here.
Everywhere in the world.
And he goes, no, it isn't. We can do this anywhere, anytime, to anybody, buddy.
Well, that's the problem.
And he had a really crappy attitude.
That's the problem.
And supervisors were involved. But, he's not alone in this story. We hear this all the time. And we hear the abuses going on and the theft going on by these people stealing stuff. We know about their little code words for a nice-looking girl, so we're going to give her the pat down and all that crap. TSA, horrible, horrible. And how many terrorists have they stopped?
I was just going to say, but we can look past all of this
because
when we look at the number of terrorist attacks they've
safer.
stopped.
No, they don't.
Well, how many have they stopped?
You want a rounded out number?
Just ballpark.
I'm thinking 0.
Yeah, I think with the precision of plus or minus 0.
We have a confidence level that the number is 0.
Yeah. It's not funny at all.
It could be lower than 0, but
how would we know, Brian?
I don't know.
How would we know? What if just their mere presence has stopped a terrorist attack? Then isn't it worth it? I mean, if we can save
if they could
just one life, then we have an obligation to try.
Really?
I think so. I think we do.
No.
I think so.
Life's a risk. We pay for our freedoms, and one of those things are that there are people that get hurt in a free society.
Life is a risk.
We can't save everybody.
Life is a risk. There's a lot of dangerous things that go on in this world. And what you can do is, A, rely on the government to protect you, police force, federal government, military, to protect you in your everyday life when you're walking to and from, work. Or you could take a different approach on that.
Okay. What's that?
You could, get the means necessary to protect yourself and your family.
I'm not understanding.
I would think a gun.
Oh, guns are bad.
I think you could get yourself a gun.
Guns are bad.
You could carry a gun, and I think you wanted to mention something.
I have a knife. What?
Well, you do. I'm going to play this. It's a little long. I think you said it's like a minute. You sent it to me. I don't even know what it is.
Is this the young lady or the...
I try to follow your notes because I want to go in order here, because if I don't go in order, you have a conniption over there.
I have 2 girls in a bathhouse, but it's not that one.
No, not that one.
Then I have 60 Seconds Over Tokyo.
No, that's the wrong. That's the wrong notes.
I'm on the wrong page.
You're on the.
That's another show.
That's the after show.
That's another show.
All right, let's just listen.
All right.
I'm only a young girl and I know little of the ways of guns, but I know that everybody should own one. Imagine someone's breaking into your home. Instead of letting them take the things you worked hard for, instead of hiding and hoping they won't find you, instead of them finding you, hurting you, raping you, or killing you, and instead of praying the police get there in time, give them this visual.
Ooh.
This might just inspire them to leave you alone. After all, as hosts of some of the strongest instincts of self-preservation. You have rights, and those are great on paper, but guess what? You don't want to hope that they're later enforced in court. You want their spirit to protect you in the moment. Guns literally even the playing field. Guns are equal rights, and that's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, do you know who she is?
I don't know. A beautiful young lady.
But she talks. I mean, is she serious, or is this like is she reading? Because she says she doesn't know much about guns.
No, I think this is a heartfelt realization that she wrote and put on YouTube. I think she really feels this way, and I don't think she's a gun person, but I think she gets it.
Yeah,
she understands what that means in protecting herself and others from harm.
And that's the thing about.
I think she wrote that.
That's the thing about the gun culture. At least what I've seen is almost everybody that advocates for gun rights or is active in that community. They don't think that everybody needs to be a gun nut in order to be normal. I mean, they're just trying to get people to understand that you don't have to guns don't have to be your life, but you just need to understand that even if you make the choice not to have one, other people have the right, but that it is, in fact, the best choice you can make to have the ability to defend yourself and your family if something happens.
Until we get phasers on stun.
Right, well, yeah.
If we get phasers on stun, I think that'll be the best thing.
That will be the best then.
But we're not there yet.
I mean, we're pretty close. We
I'm working on a
stun
few
gun,
things.
tasers.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, but I mean, like Star Trek.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
Set it to kill. Ooh, my steak is well done now.
Yeah.
But
I don't think you can cook a steak with it.
Let's just say I have.
Okay, all right.
Testing is going well.
Yeah, that's good.
No, I wanted to play that. You hadn't necessarily heard it before then, and I thought it was touching, and I thought it was from the heart, and I thought it explained it fairly well from a young woman's perspective.
Yep. We're going to take a quick break. 248-455-ODDS, Facebook.com/@ODDSHOW, @ODDSHOW.com.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-1892 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-1892 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-1892. That's 1-800-516-1892. Again, 1-800-516-1892.
Hey everyone, have you heard about the No hair removal device that's sweeping the globe? If you want to go weeks without shaving and get smooth, professional quality results, here's our favorite host, Cheryl, for No hair removal.
Thanks. Hey gals, I love talking about my No. It's this cute little hair removal system that you can take with you and use almost anywhere at home or on the road. No more expensive in-office treatments, painful waxing, and no more wasting your valuable time. Got unwanted facial hair? No No-No has patented thermocon technology that works on all hair and skin colors, so it's perfect for using on all body parts. And now you can take advantage of this incredible risk-free trial. Get the No-No, the facial kit, a travel case, and a $100 discount shopping card, and you don't risk a penny to try it. Try the incredible No-No hair completely risk-free. Call 1-800-953-5470. That's 800-953-5470. 800-953-5470.
Honestly, I don't feel great about my mom living alone. She's growing older and weaker every day. That's reality when you're in your 70s, but remaining independent is important to her, and I get that. That's why I chose Medical Guardian to ensure her safety. If she falls and can't reach the phone, if there's a fire, or if someone breaks in, she presses one button, help comes rushing, and I am contacted. Accidents and emergencies really do happen. I refuse to risk her safety, and I feel good about choosing Medical Guardian. After all, she's my mom.
Protect your parent and give yourself peace of mind. Call 800-325-1089 for a free brochure. Medical Guardian has no activation fees, equipment costs, or long-term contracts. Be one of the first 50 callers to find out how you can get a free month of service. That's Medical Guardian at 800-325-1089. Ask how you can get a free month of service. 800-325-1089. That's 800-325-1089.
At odds with the hosts. Sound off by calling 248-455-6337.
And we're back. I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
You're listening to At Odds. Give us a call if you have something you want to talk about. If you disagree with us, you agree with us, you want to talk about Christmas trees in June, I don't care.
You know of a better show that's on at this time on Thursdays? You call us, let us know. Because we're always looking for something to do while the show's going on. I mean, right now, there's nothing on. It's reruns on the TV.
You're driving me
studio.
nuts. I love The Big Bang Theory. That's what you're getting at.
What? No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. We want to say hi to Larry.
From Range Addicts?
Range
Yeah,
Addicts.
heck yeah. Thanks for listening, man.
They have some great deals on reloaded ammunition, all kinds of calibers. Check them out on Facebook, Range Addicts, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah, just
/dads.
search for him.
Yeah, you'll find him.
And
they'll ship all over the country.
Does he sell those, those really scary cop killer bullets?
He does. Yeah.
Or does he sell the ammo for ghost guns?
They have ghost guns and they have cop killer bullets, and the head of the bullet has a little skull on it.
And they have level 2 lookalikes?
Level 2 lookalikes, which we'll get to in a little bit. But I'm packing one of those right now in both hands.
Uh-oh.
What are we going to do? It's a standoff. I'm going to level 2 you.
Oh, this should be a TV show. It's radio. They don't know what we're doing.
They don't even. We're flicking our fingers around. Level 2. Oh, Lord.
All right.
I don't know.
That's horrible.
I don't know if we're going to make it to an hour and a half. I just don't know.
Not if you keep brandishing that level 2 lookalike.
Wow. I just want to. You're harshing my mellow.
Yeah, well.
Speaking of harshing your mellow, there were some armed robbers in Nevada.
The cops stopped them, luckily.
You jumped ahead there.
No, I didn't. That's how all armed robberies end, is the police show up while it's in progress and stop them.
Oh, how little you know.
Oh, I thought...
The police instigated the robberies. Oh, they were the robbers. Yeah, I guess there was a little scam going on in the city of Nevada where the cops were pulling people over, and if they had any kind of cash on them at all, they found an excuse not to arrest them, but to confiscate all their money.
You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
Mexico.
It really does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
the
banditos and the cops are all bad.
Yeah, no, again.
Well, it's Nevada.
It's pretty darn close to Mexico.
It's close. This is horrible. This guy got pulled over.
Were the cops illegals?
No, I don't know. Well, they are illegal in my opinion for what they're doing.
Yeah, so the answer is yes. Were they illegal aliens?
I don't know.
Because, if we're going to let them vote and we're going to let them be jurors, we might as well let them be police officers.
They could have been from Saturn. I don't know. Neptune.
They
Who
could
knows?
have been. I don't know.
So this one guy sued him. They took $15,000 in cash that he had.
Why did he have $15,000 in cash?
Because you can't have that in America.
But you can have $22 billion. You can have $2,200 million.
If you only knew how much cash I carried around on me.
$22 billion. I see it. And you
put
your guns on top of it.
And you take pictures of it and you put it on Facebook. I have 48 cents. Yeah, what they do is they shake you down. Oh, I smell pot. They go through. They find any, cash or anything. Oh, it must be drug related. They take it and they say, well, we're not going to prosecute you if you just go on your way. You're lucky this time. We didn't arrest you. Go away. I mean, these shakedowns have been going on for, decades.
Yeah, it's nothing new, so we should just
new.
look past it. I don't. Why are we talking about it?
I don't know. Why.
It's part of life. You want to live in this country, sometimes you sacrifice.
You got to get shaken down by the police.
Look, it's for safety.
These police are... I'm being stared at.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so
sweet little.
I never told you where we got her, did I?
She's like a little miniature Cujo.
She came from a law enforcement family.
Aye!
And previously a pastor.
Oh my goodness!
So
I'm burning
you're
in
double.
hell in jail.
Yes.
Wow,
that's double for you.
I don't have a chance. No, I mean, come on.
I'll tell you what, they both gave her up. So I don't know what that says about them, but nothing good.
This isn't a few $1,000s that they're being investigated. They have seized millions of dollars.
Where'd the money go? I'm wondering.
Well, I don't know exactly.
I mean, it went back to the taxpayers.
I'm sure all of the people in that town got a refund.
Mm-hmm. Where'd this come from? Well, that was a speed trap down the road.
Yeah, but
actually,
it's $22 billion. That's pretty good.
That wouldn't be a bad program if when police set up these speed traps because they're revenue generation. Well, what they could do.
It's funny you say that.
When they get the money for the ticket, they distribute it to the residents within that speed trap zone.
I read an article recently about a little town in Florida that was doing just that. The town had 400 people in it, and they had 20 cops. There was one cop per 25 people.
Wow.
Which,
So it was the safest neighborhood in the world.
All they did was write tickets. And they made millions of dollars as well, and it was going all to the city board and to the residents. They were all getting kickback. I'm getting Frenched by this little doggy.
Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
Reagan, you cannot be on the radio.
And they finally were investigated, and the state of Florida says, we want to exterminate this town off the face of the map.
Yeah.
It's so bad. We haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah, that's horrible.
All they had were cops writing tickets in a stop sign sound. It was terrible.
The Onion's a great place to get all your news.
Is that where it's from?
No, it's just...
I don't think so.
Hey, we know that dead people have been voting for Democrats for a long time.
Especially in Chicago.
Yeah. You see this woman that was found after she had voted?
In
and
Michigan,
then they were like,
our home state.
Yeah. Voted for Snyder, actually.
No, we don't know who she voted for. But she died, they think, in 2006, mummified in her garage, which was sad.
That's horrible.
She's been dead for 6 years. No one missed her. Well, her family apparently did. Her sister said that they called the police. The police checked on her and said we found nothing unusual.
Mm-hmm. Because they knocked on the door and she didn't answer.
Well, it's fine.
Although, okay, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
What should they do? When they show up, if someone calls and says, hey, Brian, we haven't heard from him, go check on him, please. Okay, and they go to your house.
I get like that once a month.
Yeah, people call to check on you.
I'm sleeping, damn it!
Who is calling the police to have them check to make sure you're okay?
No one.
Okay, but let's just pretend to go to your happy place.
Make me feel good.
People are calling to make sure you're okay.
Nobody cares.
The police show up at your house, knock on your door.
Right. That's all they can do.
Then what?
If this sister
you don't
really,
answer, they better not come in my house.
If this sister really cared, she'd have flown her.
She might not have the means. I mean, let's not.
Who knows?
Let's not go down that route.
We don't know. Hire a private.
We don't know.
We don't,
okay. She doesn't have the means to visit. Hire a private investigator.
Right. Okay.
Well, what are they going to do? They're going to show up and knock on the door.
I guess I guess unless I was living in the street, if my brother or sister were unheard of from
Obama has a brother living in a hut in Kenya right now.
I have more morals and scruples than Obama.
Everybody does,
right.
Including his brother in Kenya.
Right.
By the way,
Barry, just send me some food. I need some food.
I heard on the political show Between Two Ferns that's where Obama's putting his presidential libraries in Kenya. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's a good spot for it.
Yeah, it is a good spot.
I think it's an excellent spot.
I mean, I wouldn't put it in his birthplace, Hawaii. I think Kenya's an all right place where his family is.
What?
Okay. Go ahead.
So anyways, this woman, unfortunately, was found recently by some foreclosure. Well, that was the other thing. She had automatic payments. So all her utilities, her rent, everything was all paid for out of an account.
It's really convenient.
They ran out of some money. Apparently, they came and they knocked. They found her in the garage, in the back seat of the car. She was like half in and half out. Keys were out of the ignition. It wasn't like it was a suicide, I don't think, because the full tank of gas. Car wasn't apparently started. She had some kind of medical problem, and she died. She was only like 46. She wasn't that old. But they found out that she had voted, 2 years after she was apparently dead.
It's horrible. It's not new, but I mean,
no. But
this is a really bizarre case because usually they pick people that are known dead and
like from 1863.
Yeah, right.
Good Wife and Bill.
Was it her sister?
What,
voting as her?
No, I don't know all the details.
Maybe that's why her sister didn't go check.
Oh, maybe
she wanted to vote twice for Snyder because liberals.
What? I'm assuming
dead liberals vote for liberals all the time.
We don't know anything. We don't know who she voted for. Well, NSA knows.
Neither
who
does
she.
The NSA should know. The NSA should have known.
But she.
That's a good point. They knew she was dead in her garage.
Damn it!
How would they not? All right, we have to take a quick break.
Oh, really?
Yep, we'll be right back.
Red State Talk Radio.
Hey everyone, have you heard about the no hair removal device that's sweeping the globe? If you want to go weeks without shaving and get smooth, professional quality results, here's our favorite host, Cheryl, for no hair removal.
Thanks. Hey gals, I love talking about my no. It's this cute little hair removal system that you can take with you and use almost anywhere at home or on the road. No more expensive in-office treatments, painful waxing, and no more wasting your valuable time. Got unwanted facial hair? No has patented Thermocon technology that works on all hair and skin colors, so it's perfect for using on all body parts. And now you can take advantage of this incredible risk-free trial. Get the no, the facial kit, a travel case, and a $100 discount shopping card, and you don't risk a penny to try it. Try the incredible no hair completely risk-free. Call 1-800-953-5470. That's 800-953-5470. 800-953-5470.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-1892 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-1892 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-1892. That's 1-800-516-1892. Again, 1-800-516-1892.
Honestly, I don't feel great about my mom living alone. She's growing older and weaker every day. That's reality when you're in your 70s, but remaining independent is important to her, and I get that. That's why I chose Medical Guardian to ensure her safety. If she falls and can't reach the phone, if there's a fire, or if someone breaks in, she presses one button, help comes rushing, and I am contacted. Accidents and emergencies really do happen. I refuse to risk her safety, and I feel good about choosing Medical Guardian. After all, she's my mom.
Protect your parent and give yourself peace of mind. Call 800-325-1089 for a free brochure. Medical Guardian has no activation fees, equipment costs, or long-term contracts. Be one of the first 50 callers to find out how you can get a free month of service. That's Medical Guardian at 800-325-1089. Ask how you can get a free month of service. 800-325-1089. That's 800-325-1089.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
We're back. I'm Brian.
I'm Nate.
You're listening to At Odds.
Welcome.
Hey, we had a new sponsor.
Yeah, we did. I don't
Chug
know.
Dug.
Chug Dug
shirts.
ChugDug.com, best place to get there.
They do all kinds of shirts. They have Second Amendment shirts. They've got, well, not only do they have Second Amendment shirts, but they got gun shirts. Just in case you didn't know. Gun shirts and Second Amendment shirts.
Yes, they do.
And they have some patriotic shirts.
Yes, they do.
Do they have
some
any
flags on there?
Do they have any?
I saw the Statue of Liberty.
Do they have any silly shirts?
They have some zombie shirts I saw.
Ooh, I like zombies.
Some things like when the zombies come, I'm tripping you sort of things. And
ChugDug.com,
I run from zombies.
is that it?
ChugDug.com. They actually sent me a shirt. They didn't send you one?
No, because I'm fat.
Which is weird because they offer up to 6XL.
Yeah, which
small to 6XL.
It'd be a little tight on me, but I could wear it.
It would. I mean, they might sew a couple together for you if you want.
That's what I'm hoping.
A couple 6XLs.
Yeah, I give it 12XL.
But would that happen? You would have 4 armholes too,
which is fine.
All right,
but
I don't think they're going to pay us for advertising again. But ChugDug.com.
Speaking of zombies, you see that Universal Studios or some theme park in Japan now has a zombie experience?
Yes, and that's awesome.
Where they have, like the laser type of guns that you can get, and then you shoot zombies as they're attacking you.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
And they hardly ever eat your brains.
Right.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because they would starve when they got me.
Oh, that's another shirt that I'm going to get to wear. I'm going to get it from ChugDug to sit across from you. It says, "Don't worry, zombies are after brains. You're safe."
I like that.
So I'm going to get that. I'm going to wear it so you can see it.
And you're going to have an arrow pointed at me or something?
Yeah, I think so. I'm going to have to build it so it's 3D, but yeah.
I don't get it.
I know you don't. That's the point.
That's just sad.
I guess you could also get it and wear it to, like, the Washington, D.C. and walk around with it and show it to Congress.
Yeah. They wouldn't get it either?
Nope. They sure wouldn't.
What do they mean? What does it mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that.
Huh, that's weird.
The Constitution's 400 years old. There was a
yeah, it is. You're right.
Congresswoman that said that.
Yeah, it is.
She was only off by, 170 years or whatever.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
No, I mean...
At least she didn't think it was...
You go to a nice liberal college, and that's partial credit, you get by.
At least she didn't think it was 2014 years old.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. But all right, anyway, I don't know. We've got a couple minutes. And
what...
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I got nothing. I was just going to explain what we were doing coming up, because don't forget, we have extended our show now to 90 minutes.
Yeah, whatever you do, so don't stop listening now because it's been so great
we're
so far.
Coming back after the top of the hour for another 30 minutes or so.
We'll only have 17 minutes of commercials and advertising and promotions, and then, come back with us.
That's not true.
No, that's not quite true.
Although that would be nice, because then we'd only have, 13 minutes to fill.
And then we could play chess.
We could.
Playing chess on the radio is great.
Welcome.
Your move. Oh, looks like his queen's in danger.
Welcome to 90 minutes.
Ooh, he's looking at the rook. He's going to queen's 4. I don't know if that'll be exactly right.
A3 to B3. What a move.
Oh, it's a bold move. He moved that pawn 2 spaces. We'll see what he does with his bishops in a moment. We'll be back with all chess all day long. Right?
Actually, I think it could work. I would tune in.
We're doing a show.
All right, stick around for the after show. Chess with Nate and Brian. Now, I'll have to find a chessboard because I don't know where mine is.
I have one in my car.
Okay. Well, who doesn't travel with one? I mean, I have mine in my car
people,
too.
But I do. I have a portable one that has anyways, I have a nice one.
Yeah.
It's right there. We want to play? Let's play. We can come back in the next half hour and do it.
We're not...
It's been 63 minutes since his last move. He's got up and used the bathroom twice now.
You are a sports announcer, right? I think that you could pull it off as the chess announcer.
I don't do play-by-play. All I do is high school football, and that's mostly like...
That's not play-by-play?
Ball carried by number 27, Johnson.
Wait, what's his name?
4
yards.
yards. Yeah. What's that? Johnson, really? Johnson. It's first and third. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be back after the top of the hour. Do not go away. 248-455 odds.
Tune in to Red State Talk Radio, the new media's talk monster for grassroots.
That's what freedom is all about.
Common sense.
I would be willing to use waterboarding.
Conservative talk radio.
Big spending liberal.
Red State Talk Radio. WRS Digital, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Commerce.
Have you ever wondered how you could make a difference in someone's life? What if you could help hundreds or even thousands of children? You might think it impossible, but it's within your reach. Right now, today, students in the U.S. rank 32nd in world math skills. It's time for our children to catch up. And you can help. Become an owner of one of the world's fastest growing franchises, Mathnasium. Mathnasium is the leading math-only learning center in the U.S. Its only purpose is to make our kids better at math. Imagine helping hundreds, even thousands of students in your community improve in school and raise their self-esteem, all while doing something you truly love. Call us at 800-644-0510 for a complete package of information. That's 800-644-0510 to learn how you can make a difference, doing something you truly love. 800-644-0510. 800-644-0510.
Red State Talk Radio is All American Talk Radio.
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification require cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing, and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-877-291-1864. That's 1-877-291-1864. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-877-291-1864 for details.
Red State Talk Radio. Talk radio the way the founding fathers would have done it.
Buy American. iBuyAmericanStore.com. American made, American sold. iBuyAmericanStore.com. Browse and purchase American made products direct from the manufacturers. Appliances, clothing, housewares, jewelry, pet supplies, toys, and more. iBuyAmericanStore.com. Don't wait for politicians to create an environment in which American manufacturing can thrive again. It's our choice to buy American. Let's make it happen ourselves. iBuyAmericanStore.com.
America's premier grassroots conservative talk radio network.
Red State Talk Radio.
150 million people suffer from headaches. All you want is for the pounding in your head to stop. Migralex stops the pounding. Migralex was developed by a neurologist and founder of the New York Headache Center.
I'm neurologist Dr. Alex Mauskop. After studying and researching the human brain for 25 years, I've developed Migralex, which eliminates pounding headaches. It works for my patients, and I'm so convinced it will work for you. I don't just guarantee it, I put my name on it.
Dr. Mauskop's Migralex gets rid of headaches fast without harsh caffeine, sodium, or preservatives.
Migralex works unbelievably fast. And it's gentle on my stomach.
Find out how to get your free bottle of Migralex. Call 800-537-9046. Plus, if you're one of the first 100 callers, you'll also receive the Migralex Quick Tips to Headache Relief absolutely free. That's 800-537-9046. Or go to migralexrelief.com, MIGRALEX relief.com. Or call 800-537-9046.
Tired of the same old blah, blah, blah of traditional conservative talk radio?
We know that under the 49% rate, the U.S. economy is.
Then tune in to New Media's Talk Monster for grassroots, common sense, conservative talk radio, Red State Talk Radio.
They want to tear down our country. We love our country, and we want to rebuild our country. That's the difference.
WRS Digital, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Hi, you're listening to the At Odd Show with Nate and Brian. And may you be in heaven a half an hour before the devil knows you're dead.
Oh, that little leprechaun.
So the leprechauns are out already. St. Patrick's Day is coming up pretty soon, isn't it? Monday.
My wife went out and she got potatoes. She got, what's that round, leafy vegetable type thing?
Lettuce?
Ball? No, not lettuce.
Cabbage.
It's cabbage. It's a cousin of lettuce. Cabbage, and she got that big slab.
Third cousins, though, they can marry.
They can marry. And there's that slab of meat. What is that?
Beef?
It's corn and
corned beef?
Corned beef. She got some corned beef. Oh,
I don't understand why you would get all of those traditional Irish foods. What are you going to do with them?
She's going to put them all into a pot. And
aren't potatoes like a sore subject?
Why? What's wrong with potatoes?
Sometimes you overcook them.
Hard to overcook them.
They are. It is. That's what I thought, too. And then I let you cook me potatoes, and they were overcooked.
When was that?
You don't remember?
No. How could I?
Our last trip to Ireland.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was different because we had a lot of Jameson.
It was during the potato famine. You don't remember that?
Well, that was in 1842, so no, I don't remember that.
Well, it seems like you would.
But rest my father's soul, a good old Irishman, he would have loved it. Oh, wait a minute, that makes me Irish.
Kind of sucks that it's on Monday.
It really does.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to have to miss work because I'm going to be starting the pub crawl at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Hey,
so you're going to have to miss Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah. And maybe Wednesday.
Yeah.
If I do it right.
Yeah.
My local tavern is opening up at 7 a.m.
On Monday?
Yes.
Are they really?
Yep.
And they're going to just sit there and drink own...
Till 8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Everybody will be drunk.
Like, oh, all right, yeah.
All right, everybody out, you know.
And the entire town
will be all drunk.
Is drunk.
Yeah. So, no, they are opening up at 7, and I can't imagine why. Who's going to be there?
You are going to be there.
I might. Maybe I will take.
All right, let's move on with something a little interesting. St. Patrick's
More
Day
interesting
is not
than
interesting.
St. Patrick's Day?
There's nothing interesting about it.
There's 8 billion Irish people out there right now.
No, Irish need not apply. That's all I have to say.
Oh boy, Irish were the blacks of Europe. You know that, don't you?
I do know that.
Yeah.
Are they getting reparations?
Not in Area 1,
but they should be.
I think so.
I think they should be
from England.
They
yeah,
definitely should.
Oh,
be,
England has treated them really bad.
All right.
I guess there was a lawsuit in Baltimore, Maryland, and it was a guy who was arrested for filming the police. You know, we've talked about the police state and the growing problem we have in this country where the police don't think they need to be videographed, recorded by the population.
We see videos all the time of somebody peacefully videotaping some police activity, and then the police notice it
and they
get all
come
agitated,
get them into their face,
and assault them.
Right.
They come from 50 feet away,
steal their camera,
and assault them.
Right. It's wrong. I mean, almost every jurisdiction and every court in the state says that you have the right to film police officers doing their duty out in public, as long as you don't interfere with their work. And most of these cases, these people are across the street or away,
not interfering with their work.
They've obeyed the police officers. The officer, back up, move away, and they do. And then the cops still don't like that they're videotaping, and they intimidate them. Well, this guy sued, and he got some help from some First Amendment advocacy group. They settled. I guess he got $25,000, but his lawyers made out they got $220,000.
Jeez!
But the big thing was that the city agreed to training their officers, telling them when the public is videotaping you, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And whether they obey or not, I mean, Baltimore police have been known to be corrupt.
They're making it
of Irish
as
cops,
easy for them as they can. They're being clear. Hey, you're being videotaped. Ignore it because you can't do anything about it. Because it turns out, and this is a weird thing, that just your everyday, lowly citizen walking around town, they have rights.
No.
It's a weird thing.
Say it's not so.
They can do things that have no effect on other people around them, and they should be allowed to do that. Are you saying
they can go about their business?
That's what I'm saying.
And not bother anyone else and should be left alone?
They should expect to be able to walk down the street with a video camera.
That's not the kind of government I want.
Well, you're in luck.
Because here it is.
You are in luck.
It is here.
Turns out you moved to the right country for that one.
Oh, boy. I didn't move here. I was born here.
Oh, that's good. I'm proud of it.
One of the greatest countries in the world, but we need to stand up.
The greatest country in the world.
As citizens and demand better of our government. Anyways, this is a good victory. This guy made his point, got a little bit of money, and is training the officer. And that's what, you and I, when we did the open carry stuff in the state of Michigan, that was our goal. Our goal was never to sue anybody. We never did as an organization.
No.
But we wanted just to educate not only the general population, the public, that they had that right, but that we wanted to educate the police departments that people have a right to open carry.
Yep.
Same with this. That's the other thing. You have the right to film in almost all states. Not every state does that. I think Illinois is a state that you cannot record the police.
Well, that makes sense because Chicago's so safe.
Yeah, that's going to be challenged at some point, and I'm sure there'll be a federal ruling on it.
Well, I'll be taking a trip to Chicago shortly.
Really?
So maybe,
why would you go there?
Maybe I will challenge it. But you want to front the money.
I don't know.
Oh. Never mind. I take it back.
You're not going to Chicago now?
No, I'm not, actually, anyway. But
I didn't want to go, but we can talk about Chicago now that they have the right to conceal carry with a license. But that brings up a point in Denver. The police department there are having the District 6 officers wear a body camera. It's on their glasses. It's a video camera. It's kind of like a small little GoPro type of camera that they can't manipulate. It downloads to a secure server. They're doing it as a trial for 6 months, and they're going to see if that will help establish a better reputation and relationship between the police department and the public. And I wish that were mandatory for every police department across the country.
The problem is the tax money to replace the ones that are going to get damaged every time there's a struggle of any sort. They'll just get stepped on. It'll be weird how it'll happen.
But it'll be recorded up to that point. So
yeah, it will.
Whatever happens.
Yeah, it will.
And
it's a good thing.
And if you have 3 or 4 officers that are responding and they're all wearing that and they all get destroyed.
Well, then what? Prove it wasn't a coincidence.
I know. It sends up a red flag.
It should. It sure should.
Wow.
That, coupled with private citizens recording as well.
Right. And everybody, more and more people have a recorder now. I personally, recently bought a dash cam.
You had one and then you lost it, and I got a nice one.
Somebody stole it.
Yeah, that's weird. I have a nice one. Have I shown it to you? It kind of looks like yours.
Is it?
Yeah,
because that does look like mine.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is my Social Security number etched into the side of it?
Somebody's is.
So I would like to download my camera to see who stole it, but I can't because they stole the camera.
Because you don't have it, right?
Anyways, the chief is hoping that it'll bring credibility to his department. But other departments have done this, and I hope that more and more.
I don't think it's a bad move if it's economical.
And it's cameras are cheap nowadays. They're really not that expensive, and to keep the cops honest and the people honest. Because, let's face it, there are some citizens that have made claims against officers that aren't true, as well as the other way around. So I think it's a good thing. It keeps everybody honest, and the technology is making it very cheap to do that.
Yeah, and the more of our activity that the government can record and store on secure servers,
right, that's
guarded by highly trained, professional,
the better we are.
People, the safer we are.
Absolutely.
Because terrorism.
Dripping with sarcasm.
Hey, next month, April, I'm going to be doing some traveling.
I don't follow.
And I was hoping that you'll be busy that day, but I'm going to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm headed to the NRA convention in Indianapolis.
When is that?
That's in April. I don't know. April 25th.
Yeah.
It's either 27th.
I don't think I'm doing anything.
Oh, crap.
What? Why? You want to go?
Yeah, I guess.
think we're going to go, aren't we?
No, yep. Well, you will be there at the NRA convention, so that'll be pretty cool.
We will be there as media.
So if there's anything that you want us to ask Mr. Heston, let us know. Brian will be spending.
You'll be waiting a long.
Brian will be spending
Mr.
all
Heston
day
here. I want to interview Mr. Heston. Where's Mr. Heston? I want to talk to Mr. Heston.
They gave you a press pass?
Oh boy. No, we're going.
Michael Moore. We're going to interview Michael Moore. We've got it scheduled.
Think he'll be there.
Oh, that's right.
He was a lifetime member. I don't know if he still is.
Wait.
I think he was.
Can you opt out of it? I mean, I'm sure you can cancel it, but I doubt he did.
There have been people that have canceled their
and there's other people that just didn't renew it because they realized that the NRA wasn't as pro-gun as they claimed to be.
Right. They have issues with, writing anti-gun laws.
But
they're more interested in playing the game than winning the game.
You being the director of research for the show,
yes, you
thought, well, this is at a convention center in Indianapolis, and our Michigan concealed pistol licenses are recognized in Indiana.
Yeah. As I think everybody's. I think Indiana.
In Indiana, sure, but okay.
They recognize everybody's.
Being specific to us.
Yeah.
You wanted to know, does the NRA allow lawful carry?
Two questions. One is it lawful to carry in the convention center in Indianapolis? Yes. They have preemption. It's owned by a public entity, the city of Indianapolis. So I posed the question to the NRA. I said, can we carry during the convention? They responded, with the proper license, you can conceal carry.
That's weird.
In the convention center.
That's awfully specific to a non-specific question.
Right. I immediately said, I said, since Indiana is an open carry state, can we open carry as well?
And they got right back with you.
No response after 4 days.
Huh.
NRA is not a big open carry supporter.
Well, that's weird. That is weird because they are the premier firearms
gun rights organization
in the world. They are world champs at gun rights. So it seems like they'd be all for it.
So silence so far. I'm assuming open carry will be allowed, and I know one person, Nate, probably will be open carrying into the convention. We'll see what happens.
Again, you got the bail money.
There's no bail money. All they can
NRA
do is,
has.
All they'll say is you have to conceal
that.
They'll
put me in NRA jail.
Ooh, you don't want to be there.
I know. I don't. I'd have to listen.
No.
The NRA to Wayne LaPierre over and over again.
Good guys with guns stop bad guys with guns.
That's true.
Over and over.
That's fine. It's true. It's true. But yeah, no, I think we'll try.
I saw a T-shirt design that said something like that.
You did?
Yeah, and it'd be nice if Chug Dug produced
if they
that.
picked it up.
Yeah.
I saw that they did have a shirt from My Cold Dead Hands.
Yeah.
that's old news. It's not like that's the most popular saying in history ever.
I think the one I designed will be the most popular in the history of ever.
Yeah, if you could ever get somebody to sell it for you.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That'd be weird.
So we will be there. We're leaving at 5 a.m. in the morning. You will pick me up. I will be ready and waiting. The problem is no coffee shops will be open on the way for several hours, so I will be very cranky.
McDonald's will be open. And what I'll do is I'm going to take a nap.
Not at 5 a.m.
I'm going to take a nap on the way there.
You're driving!
And?
I don't want you to take a nap. I will have my dash cam with us. So maybe we'll record a show in the cab of the car.
That'd be fun.
While we're driving.
That'd be fun. Because, well, that's Friday. Thursday night we will have the show. You'll be getting home super late. I know we had one of our loyal listeners ask if you could even make it to stay awake until 9:30 to do the 90-minute show.
And I'm having trouble.
And you're falling asleep already, I can tell.
It'll be tough. But I will be there, by gum.
All right. I will too.
I won't have any coffee. I'll need coffee.
We'll find some.
Definitely.
Let's take a quick break, though. We'll be back. Then we'll have a few minutes or so to wrap it up. And 248-455 odds if anything's on your mind.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDoug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDoug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDoug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-516-1892 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-516-1892 to take your call right now. Call 1-800-516-1892. That's 1-800-516-1892. Again, 1-800-516-1892.
Hey everyone, have you heard about the no hair removal device that's sweeping the globe? If you want to go weeks without shaving and get smooth, professional quality results, here's our favorite host, Cheryl, for no hair removal.
Thanks. Hey gals, I love talking about my no. It's this cute little hair removal system that you can take with you and use almost anywhere at home or on the road. No more expensive in-office treatments, painful waxing, and no more wasting your valuable time. Got unwanted facial hair? No has patented thermocon technology that works on all hair and skin colors, so it's perfect for using on all body parts. And now you can take advantage of this incredible risk-free trial. Get the no, the facial kit, a travel case, and a $100 discount shopping card, and you don't risk a penny to try it. Try the incredible no hair completely risk-free. Call 1-800-953-5470. That's 800-953-5470. 800-953-5470.
Honestly, I don't feel great about my mom living alone. She's growing older and weaker every day. That's reality when you're in your 70s, but remaining independent is important to her, and I get that. That's why I chose Medical Guardian to ensure her safety. If she falls and can't reach the phone, if there's a fire, or if someone breaks in, she presses one button, help comes rushing, and I am contacted. Accidents and emergencies really do happen. I refuse to risk her safety, and I feel good about choosing Medical Guardian. After all, she's my mom.
Protect your parent and give yourself peace of mind. Call 800-325-1089 for a free brochure. Medical Guardian has no activation fees, equipment costs, or long-term contracts. Be one of the first 50 callers to find out how you can get a free month of service. That's Medical Guardian at 800-325-1089. Ask how you can get a free month of service. 800-325-1089. That's 800-325-1089.
At odds with the hosts. Sound off by calling 248-455-6337.
And we're back. I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
I hope you're enjoying the extra half hour. It's much more laid back, I think, the last half hour.
I think you shouldn't have been nervous. I know you've been getting tired.
I've been a little nervous, a little anxious that we wouldn't be able to fill it, and it's proved right. I should have been nervous. What?
Oh, dang it. Brian, hey.
What?
Oh,
what's
geez.
that? What?
You told me that you'd be able to make
eyes.
an extra half hour.
Rest
and
in
I guess,
my eyes.
How do you drive home after the show every week? Is it like that? Are you sleeping the entire way home?
It's not easy.
You know, the police have called me and told me that they try to pull you over every week.
I don't stop.
You don't stop.
I don't stop.
But you make it home, so that's all that matters.
Well, we'll see.
Every
week it's an adventure.
Something I wanted to bring up, I forgot, and then I was reminded. Luckily, we have our loyal listeners are very kind to remind us of things that we forget about.
Because they type in and they say the show's bombing.
They said, hey, I have some suggestions to make your show actually palatable.
Turn it off?
Yeah.
Sign off now.
No, the Malaysian airplane that went missing, that was flying just fine, and then just stopped reporting back, may have went off course.
Well, they think it did.
The transponder somehow got turned off, but the engines, whatever, were reporting for another 4 hours.
They're still analyzing
supposedly.
data.
And then it's weird because there were China, who steals technology from people. They all of a sudden, and most of the people on the airplane were Chinese citizens. They were like, "Hey, we have some really blurry, bad images of things that may or may not be plane parts in the ocean. So yeah, don't worry about it. It's in the ocean. You can just stop looking or look there. Look at the airplane."
Really, I hadn't heard that.
Not that. Really?
They found wreckage?
Well, they found images of something that looks like it may be pieces of airplanes.
What do you mean images? From what?
Satellite. A Chinese satellite.
Could be a blue whale.
And now the Chinese are known for stealing things and then stealing...
I don't know where you're going
stealing the technology. Well, one of the theories is that it was hijacked, flown to China, and now they're doing whatever, maybe stealing the technology from the 777. It's a Boeing.
What?
To build airplanes.
They don't have airplanes in China?
Not a Boeing 777.
Come on. They can get those a dime a dozen.
Can they get them a dime a dozen?
Yes.
Well, if they pay in American dollars.
No, they don't even have to pay in American dollars.
Okay.
Really? You think they...
No, I don't think so. I'm saying that's one of the theories. I don't know.
I don't believe that.
The weird thing is it in the ocean? Maybe.
I think
apparently one of the black boxes is supposed to react with salt water.
Hey, people say it's a small world. It's really not. It's a huge, huge world. And there's lots of places to hide an airplane in the world.
A lot of water.
A lot of water.
90% of it is water.
100% of the Earth is water.
Has water.
No. 100% of the Earth is covered with water.
That's not true. But one of the black boxes in this airplane supposedly is supposed to react with salt water and start transmitting or whatever if it touches salt water.
Bing.
It didn't happen.
Bing.
Where is it? Now, the real problem is these
Chinese are examining that black box back in a hangar somewhere.
These things have like an 80-mile range or something to be able to pick it up.
I think it's more than 80 miles. Isn't it?
I don't know what it is, but when you're in the why haven't they found it yet?
Who knows?
I think because of something like that. When it's in the ocean, in the conditions, you're going to have to be right on top of it to be able to see this stuff. Or you just look at the Chinese satellite image and you'll find it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you'd think there would be...
But there's a lot of talk about the 2 Iranians with the stolen passports that were on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were a couple American citizens on there, too. Was it them?
The attempted hijacking just months before, remember? Where they beat the hell out of the hijackers, the Chinese citizens?
Yeah.
They stopped a hijacking.
Well, the TSA really stopped it.
No, it wasn't the TSA at all.
The TSA has stopped every terrorist attack that's happened.
That's not true.
No, they have.
You know that's not true.
Every terrorist attack that has not taken place is due to the TSA existing.
That is true.
All right,
that I can believe.
Well, that's it. So there you go. I'm just saying we're safer.
Now I think the TSA is great. I didn't know that.
That's horrible.
So
horrible,
really, that's what you wanted to rant about? Is this poor plane that crashed?
Yeah,
into the
it's
ocean
horrible. It's horrible. But
I don't
where
think
is it?
all the conspiracy theories will come out. But I don't believe that China is in a hangar somewhere.
Oh, I don't know.
Besides, I can get all the details of that online.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's what is it? What was the plane? A 7 what?
I think it's a 777, right?
I don't know. I go to 777boeing.com and you find
the
all
blueprints and all of the technology.
They're all there.
You don't have to steal it.
No.
Right, but the internet is so censored in China, they can't get to that website.
And if you go to that website, you'll see it's a Chinese,
All right.
.china.com.
I've got about a minute. I really wanted to get to this. The kid that was suspended from school for his level 2 look-alike firearm.
We should explain what that is.
It's his forefinger and thumb in the shape of a gun.
And they were playing, like cops and robbers.
He was in 5th grade playing a game like a 5th grader plays, but zero tolerance.
But
not only zero tolerance.
No. He'd been warned.
And
other kids had been warned.
Wait a minute. So they're not really following their zero tolerance policy.
Right.
That's the problem.
They should have nipped it in the bud.
They should have. It would have never been a problem.
So I think,
he was pointing his finger at people, but that they come up with a term. He was suspended for a level 2
What's a level
look-alike.
1? A real gun? Because if a finger is level 2, there's a lot of stuff in between that.
Which is harder? Or which is worse, level 1 or level 3? Is that the one we have to worry about?
Is it like DEFCON 5?
I don't
really
know.
Bad as opposed to DEFCON
I don't
1?
know.
I don't know which way they're
going.
going.
When he gets to the plastic squirt gun, what is that? I don't know.
I'm afraid, or an airsoft gun.
It's absurd.
And what on an AK-47? What level is that?
7. I think
Really,
that's
7?
level 7. It's got to be.
I don't know.
Actually, I would call that level 2.
I don't know how many levels there are. That's the other issue we don't know.
I don't know.
It's
Horrible.
ridiculous. They're
horrible
conditioning kids to just fear guns, so they,
don't put up with it anymore. Anyway, that's the end of our hour and a half. All right, so hopefully it wasn't too bad. We're going to do it every week now, so
yeah, you're going to suffer through it.
Tough luck. All right,
tell your friends you got an extra half hour of us.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.